Everyone, I'm just Shiny. It's been so long since I recorded for this channel. Speaking of which, don't forget to join the membership. Thank you everyone who has already have. Y'all see that I post almost every day there. Like I've been trying to post at least 5 videos a week for the members. How you doing? More content. So let's just dive in.
So I went on a date for the first time after becoming a single mother, and in this new world of dating, I did not know that you had to be loyal and committed to the person after going on one date. I've decided to put my big girl pants on and get out in the real world, okay? So, I was giving him a chance essentially. Mind you, he was applying so much pressure. So I'm like, okay, why not? You seem to be putting in effort. I'm gonna give you a shot. So for safety reasons, I did drive my car and meet around his place, parked in a parking lot, so that way there'd be something that's secured and, for safety purposes. From then on, he took me out. And as far as the outing, I have no complaints. It was great. I had a great time. I genuinely did. And I still have no complaints on it. Things took a left turn, literally. First red flag was the speeding. I can respect if you slide. I can respect if you do that, but don't do that with me in a car. I'm not, that's not my speed. Pun intended. And after a few times, he did slow down. He did drive normal. But that seemed to upset him, and it was an awkward silence. You could cut the tension with a knife. And at that point, I'm in someone else's vehicle. I don't want to say anything to make anyone mad. I don't know the guy. I don't know what he's capable of, so I just shut up. I was just mute. At this point, he's taking me back to my car, So I'm walking on eggshells at this moment. We pull up next to my car. Thank God, thank you, Jesus, I made it there safe. I haven't been catered to in a while. I haven't been taken out in a while. So his reasoning of his dislike of me not liking the speeding thing was that I've never talked to anyone who handles business. Handling business has nothing to do with considering your date, but oh well. And me being the understanding person that I am, I met in the middle. I was just like, okay, well, how about this? Whenever we go places, I can take my own vehicle. Essentially, I was just basically saying we can meet in the middle and compromise. You can do what you do. You can slide and do it all. You can do that by yourself. But me, I'm not gonna endure it. I will pull up to wherever you are from now on, and we can chat. We can chop it up. We can still hang it that way. I don't think you're too much like that either. Because I asked, like, okay, well, we can sit here and talk, and we can conversate and see how he vibes still. He wasn't having it. He just shook his head. So ego crushed. I ain't gonna lie, it hurt me a little bit. Cause dang, I'm not worthy to be around now. What I do? That was the second red flag right there. So I'm on my way home. Mind you, my baby is with my granny. So I'm going to my hometown. I'm not going to my place. He's like, where are you going? You're not gonna stay here in town. You're going down there. Yes, I have to go see my child. I get home, I give him my number because we have been communicating on Snapchat from this point. He tells me to call him. I call him. We're conversating about the whole experience. Next thing you know, he's asking me if I talk to other people, and I'm like, well, yeah, of course. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, it was a date. We're dating. That's allowed, right? We're grown, correct? I'm an honest girl. I'm gonna lay it out. I'm gonna tell you how it is. Simple. Keyword date, not sleeping around. I expressed to him that, like, I believe that we should both be dating and exploring options. That I wouldn't be offended if he went on other dates, and he shouldn't be offended that I would either, because we just went on the first date. We don't know each other. So his claims were that he wasn't that type of person, that he didn't want to date multiple people. He just wanted to focus on one person. I respect that, but that's not how I'm rolling. I don't owe anyone that I don't know loyalty. That doesn't even make sense. We're not even in the talking stage. Matter of fact, I'm not even a girlfriend, and you want me to be loyal to you? Final and third red flag. My guy tells me I don't want nothing to do with this. I'm gonna leave it alone. Before I can even get anything out, he hangs up. And I'm removed on every social media platform. I didn't text him back to see if I was blocked, but I'm pretty sure I am. I went ahead and blocked him on TikTok, so he won't see this. But expecting someone's loyalty after the first date and not even knowing a person is crazy. But I didn't judge him. I feel like he was valid in his reasonings, and I was valid as well. I'm glad we at least got that out the way first, so there wouldn't be any further miscommunications. At the end of the day, I'm proud of myself for getting out there. I'm proud of myself for stepping outside. That's a huge win for me as a single mother, because I've been shut in for a while. And with that being said, I have another day coming up.
Okay, boo. Go on with your bad self, mama jamma, bad mama jamma. So here's where I'm at right now. So I get the safety part that you thought, like, oh, I'm gonna just pull up. However, you pulled up and got into his car. This is one thing that I'm not going to do, especially with guys. When I used to hang out with guys back in the day, and like a lot of my guy friends, all of my guy friends drove crazy. Back in the day when we were kids, they used to allegedly, because some stuff happened. Allegedly, they used to play this game. A lot of us had sunroofs or like Jeeps and stuff. I went to a school, so everybody had cars. Everyone had cars. They would do this thing where they'll be driving behind each other or beside each other, and they'll throw a penny through their sunroof and then try to land in the other person's sunroof. So yeah, I don't play about speeding. I don't play about people driving. I am Precious Cargo. Drive like you got some sense. And I feel him when he says, like, don't be judging my driving. Like, I'm team that. I know how to drive. Don't be judging my driving. I know how to drive. Like, if somebody says something about how I'm driving too fast or whatever, I will get offended, because it's just like, I'm doing the speed limit. Like, no, I'm doing the speed limit. I know I'm doing the speed limit. But I completely understand where she's coming from, because if I'm riding with somebody and I feel uncomfortable, you're driving way too fast, then I'm noticing that you're driving fast. But I'm the type of person, if you say that you feel uncomfortable with the speed I'm going, and I know you, like, if you're family, I'm gonna pull over and let you drive, because I don't want to hear it. You feel uncomfortable, you feel unsafe, you drive. But if you're a brand new person and you're like, oh, you're driving really fast, I'm gonna be mindful. I'm a fast driver, but I'm not a fast driver. Like, if we have somewhere we need to be, we got to get there. Okay, cool. I'm gonna drive safely, fast, safe. But any other time, oh no, I'm cruising. You don't think I'm a grandma? I am doing the speed limit. Even if I'm driving fast, I'm doing the speed limit. Anybody who's been in North Carolina, drove on our North Carolina highways, you know that we drive fast. You need to keep up with traffic. If the speed limit is 60, allegedly, we're doing 80. Everyone. So yeah, no, yeah. We just know how to drive down here. We do got somewhere to go. We know how traffic flows, all the other stuff. So I get both their sides. I completely been in the car with somebody who's just like, what are we doing? You got your driver's license. How? Who gave you your driver's license? Like, I've been in that situation, and I've been in his situation. Like, it's like, yo, stop. But no, I guess I wouldn't get offended. I wouldn't get offended if it's the first time, but if it's like my family, oh yeah, I'm always getting offended, because it's just like, y'all taught me how to drive. I drive safely. Like, especially some people in my family have the audacity to be like, oh, you're speeding. And it's just like, but you speed all the time. I'm over here in the back like this with every turn. Like, so yeah, friend, no, it was just too much. And the fact that you had 2 red flags and then you decided to give him your number is wild to me. Ain't no way. If I feel any type of ick, I'm not giving you my number. How many times have I changed my number? Too many times. No. I'm not giving you my phone number. That's hilarious. And the fact that you were just like, you gotta go out of town. You gotta go out of town. Yeah, I gotta see my kid. Talking about, oh, so you gonna see other people? Yeah, we're just dating. That's hilarious. If you don't know this about me by now, I'm all open, honey. Like, what? Like, just dating one person? That sounds crazy. That sounds really crazy, to lock me down on the first date. I know you want to, but that's not going to happen. I'm just going to be honest with you. So yeah, friend, that was wild. I'm glad you got it all cleared out. And it's good that he blocked you. But I'm gonna tell you already, boo. He gonna come back. And you're gonna be like, who is you? Just keep it at that. Don't even respond back.
Wait, I so badly want to tell you guys about like some dates that I've been on and stuff, and like hookups that I've had, but I want to try this for the first time. I've never had an Alani before. I was so against energy drinks for a really long time, because I really don't know why. It's probably just because I'm a coffee drinker. I'll drink it black, I'll drink it sweet, I'll drink it not. I just love coffee, but okay. Oh, it smells good. I love her. There is an explosion in my mouth, and for once it's not from a man. I lost my virginity when I was 16 years old. Like, it was with he was my first like real boyfriend. I would say, like, I had other boyfriends before, but this was like my first real relationship. But yeah, I lost my virginity when I was 16 years old, and he just shoved it in dry. Neither of us knew what we were doing. He also lost his virginity to me. Shoved it in dry, yo. Oh my god, I can still think of the pain. I can remember it like it was yesterday. It was yesterday. So I didn't start really like hooking up with guys until I was in college because again I was dating somebody for a long time and yada yada. But he was cheating on me all the time and he got to hook up with all these people when he was in college and dating me. So I decided like I was gonna do the same. You know what I mean? Like he deserved it. But I hooked up with this one guy. A couple of guys, all the guys that I hooked up with in college, I met on Tinder. So this one guy I hooked up with, he came to my dorm. Wasn't very cute, wasn't even my type, but I didn't care. I just wanted to get my rocks off, I guess. And he came over and I thought I was going to top back then. I thought I was gonna be the top. Judging by the way he looked, I thought I was topping, but no, he wanted to top me, and he wanted me to go down on him. And when I went down on him, it smelled like urine down there, and I still proceeded to put it in my mouth because I was uncomfortable. This other guy I hooked up with, I absolutely like. I was obsessed with him. I became obsessed with him after this, and we only hooked up one time, but it was a frat boy. He picked me up. He picked me up from my dorm. He didn't live in the frat house. He had his own like place or whatever. His parents had a lot of money. They owned like a construction site or something. But he was in a frat and he picked me up. He gave me like champagne. We watched American Psycho. It was my first time ever seeing it. He said it was his favorite movie. That should have been a red flag right there. But we watched that together. We hooked up. It was lovely. He gave me a back massage. Yo. A back massage. I had a full beat of makeup on too, by the way. And when I woke up, my face, and I lifted my face off the pillow, my face was still on the pillow. Okay, I flipped that pillow so quick and I had him bring me home. And I don't know if he ever saw it. I know he did. Or a girl did. And she was probably like, what bitch did you have here? Lo and behold, bitch, it was just me. Anyways, that was my favorite hookup that I ever had. That was probably the most normal one. When this one's not a hookup, but it is crazy. There's this guy, when I took driver's ed when I was in high school, and my driver's ed instructor, he did not like me for some reason. Like, he would like joke with me and stuff. I was, again, the only gay one, woohoo, so I'm always like the butt of the joke, but whatever. He would always joke with me and stuff, and like I can take it, like I didn't care, like I would just joke back, whatever. He sounded like fucking Kermit the Frog. But I remember he kicked me out of class my last day in driver's ed. He kicked me out of class because I was on my phone, and I was like, what the fuck, is it really that serious? Like, you're getting paid regardless, like why do you care? You know what I mean? But he kicked me out of class. I walked home, whatever. A couple years go by. I was 16 at the time, 15. Anyways, a couple years go by. This like literally just a couple years ago, he was messaging me, like DMing me, and was like, yeah, I always thought you were attractive, like blah blah blah, and like I was watching you and like all this stuff. And it's like, you were watching me when I was a teenager? You're a fucking freak. You're a weird freak bitch. And now you're trying to fuck me? I knew you liked me. That's why you kicked me out of class. You couldn't control your urges. Little 15-year-old me, you weird freak bitch. So this is the first date that I went on after my my last relationship. I was in a relationship for like six or 7 years, really long time. And I went on my first date with a man in a very long time. Okay, so he wanted to take me out for like my birthday / Valentine's Day because they kind of fall like they're literally exactly a month apart from each other. And so I met him in Augusta, Margaritas. Except he wanted to meet at the gym first. He was like, we should have like a gym date. And I was like, what a weird first fucking date, because I don't talk at the gym. I can't talk at the gym. And also I'm going to go off and do my own thing. I'm not going to hang out with you at the gym, but sure. So we meet at the gym. We met at Planet Fitness in Augusta and we go our separate ways. And I was like, what kind of fucking date is this? And I could tell he was just kind of like trying to follow me and like what I was doing. And also he started to like lift weights that were clearly too heavy for him, trying to show off. And I was like, I'm uncomfortable. Like, you're like, you like, what are you doing? Baby, if you can't lift those 35-pound dumbbells, what makes you think that you can lift me? And you know what I mean? You can't. Okay, so gym's over and we meet then we go to Margaritas. He drives me to Margaritas. I leave my car at Planet Fitness because it's not very far. I wish I never did this. I wish I drove myself. I should have said I'll just drive myself. But anyways, he drives me to Margaritas. We have a good time, actually. We have a lot in common. Like, both love horror movies, like stuff like that, blah, blah, blah. Excuse me, sorry. And then we drive back. He brings me back to my car. We're sitting in the car, and I'm bad at goodbyes. I usually just dip. You know what I mean? I'm like, I do an Irish goodbye. Like, I've mastered it. I do not like to say goodbye. I just leave. So I'm sitting in the passenger seat and I'm about to get out, but then he's like, oh, we should sit and chat for a little bit. And he was like, do you like The Weeknd? And I was like, sure. And he turns on Die For You by The Weeknd. I had never heard this song before. Mind you, this was my first time listening to it. I'm sitting in the passenger seat. Yo, this man starts singing. He starts belting his heart out. And once the chorus hits, he looks at me and goes, baby, I would die for you, singing to me. And I'm sitting there like this. Wait, I'm sitting there like this. I don't make eye contact with him one fucking time. I don't really know what the story time was. It was just like men, I guess. And why I don't date. Why I don't date. This is why I don't answer y'all DMs. Anyways, this video was charged by Alani New, Cherry Slush.
That is so funny, bruh. I couldn't even imagine if one of my school teachers hit me up at this age, honey, is there any I want to hit me up? There's a few. I had a few black female teachers. I had this one. She was from Canada. And she was a blonde. How you a blonde though? How you gonna go blind when you're a natural redhead, bro? Ah, but she looks so good. Just imagine that. She's natural redhead from Canada, bruh. So you know how she looking. You already know. And she was a tomboy. She played volleyball, so you know how she was looking. You know how she was built, girl. She hit me up right now. Girl, swirl it up, girl. Swirl it up. On top, girl. The ice cream cone you want. But yeah, no, let me calm down. I couldn't imagine anyone, but it's crazy because a lot of my friends, one of my good friends actually married one of our teachers, which is wild, but it's not really wild because I think he was like a year or two ahead of us. Like he had graduated maybe a year or two before us, so it wasn't like crazy, you know, not like how other people's are. And I feel like it's different. Like me and my mom were just talking about this the other day when it's a older woman and a younger guy versus a older man with a younger woman. I feel like it's both is wrong. I just feel like it's like, how do I say this? Most people think, oh, well, she's just mature. She's mature. You know? And it's also like, oh, he's grooming as well. I feel like it's grooming. And either way, both ways is still bad. It's just like, I couldn't imagine an older woman dating a younger guy. Like, you know, like if it was like a high schooler and then the teacher, you know, that don't even sound right. That don't even sound right at all. Any gender. It's like, nope, that doesn't sound. But yeah, friend, I think we've all been there in our late 18s, our late teens and our early 20s. Our sexual partners not being very hygienic down there, not understanding hygiene, and we were just, you know, we didn't have our voice yet to speak up. But oh no, not now. Not I. We're taking a shower together so I can see how you washing your bits, honey. Are you pulling your bits to the side, parting your bits, going in between your bits? Are you going under that hood if you got one? Like, what are you doing? You washing that booty hole? Because that's going to get some activity. Like, I need to know how you washing. You getting under them titties, pulling them up, in between. Like, I need to know how you wash it, honey. So yeah, friend, we live and we learn, and we just do better. I'm with you over that. Oh, I'm not dating right now. I be talking to people and I just be like, this girl who used to watch my YouTube hit me up. That was years ago. I think that was when I first started all my loyal ones, who was back then, when was it, 2021? We were talking in 2021. She was watching my videos 2021. She just hit me up a couple days ago, maybe last week, talking about, hey, you remember me? Yeah, I kind of like disappeared on you. Yeah, you did. But I'm not talking back. I don't need closure. I'm not the type of person who needs closure. If I needed closure back then, but if you ain't give me no closure back then, what makes you think I want it now? I didn't got over it. I didn't brought myself closure. Like, I can't date. Don't hit me up. Don't hit me up trying to date me. You can hit me up trying to smash though. How you doing if you look good enough?
Story time about how I made a catfish account to see if my boyfriend would cheat on me, and he did. So I used Cindy Kimberly's photos to make a fake Instagram account so I could DM the guy that I had been dating for over a year. So I DM'd him and I was like, hey, like, I think you're cute, or like something like that. And he started responding and we started messaging for multiple days. I was messaging him from this fake catfish account while also actively being his girlfriend. So it was like two freaking identities. Then I decided that wasn't enough, that we were just like talking and flirting, because he could like bullshit. He's the manipulator. He's the gaslighter. I needed more. So I was like, let's move this to Snapchat. And so we did. I got him to send me nudes on Snapchat. And then I decided screenshotting everything to a T. And I sent the screenshots to my own Instagram account from the catfish account. It would like a DM like, hey girl, your boyfriend's cheating on you. Me to me. So I confront him and I'm like, hey, what the fuck? Are you cheating on me? He's like, no, I would never do that. I would never do that. I was like, that's so funny because that's actually me and that's my fucking account and I catfish you and I'm the one.
Girl, you doing too much. That's too much. That's too much energy you just put into that. If you already see that he would talk to someone else that's not you, that's enough. You need so much, girl. I don't need all of that. The fact that you could talk to someone else and I don't know you're talking to this other person, that's all I need. Cause I don't want to do that. That's just too much. Are you straight females doing that? Bless y'all's little hearts, cause ain't no way. If I ever get the inkling that you're cheating on me, it's done. It's a wrap. I don't need no proof. I don't need evidence. All I need is me, my guts, whatever I feel in my loins. Like, if my mind is saying you're cheating, if you're giving me a reason to think that you're cheating on me, that's all I need. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I'm not gonna do all that extra work to try to catch you. No, I'm the catch. You should be catching me, honey. That's crazy to me. I'd rather you tell me that you're cheating on me or you talking to someone else. Don't make me have to find out. Because if I have to find out, I don't know what I'm going to do. I just don't know. I like to think that I would just be like, okay, well, I'm gonna just move in the shadows out your life. Like I'm gonna just silently disappear. But who knows? I don't want to pop off. I don't want to pop off. Nobody wants me to pop off. So I just can't be doing all of that. And that's probably why I'm single, because I don't want to pop off. I know my worth. I know how good of a girlfriend I am, bruh. I am literally wifey material. I've been wives to so many freaking people without the, well, shoot, I've been engaged 2.5 times. That lets you know. And I broke the engagement all 2.5 times. So that lets you know. Nope, I ain't got time for that. You wilding out. But anyway, like this video, follow all the creators, and do not forget to join the membership because we got videos on top of videos on top of videos on top of videos, honey. Subscribe.